Welcome back, everyone. So today I would like to do something a little different. I know normally a lot of my videos are about, cards, how if you should play them, you shouldn't play them, kind of evaluating how to play against cards, like my food for thoughts, and then I also do my top 8 lists as well as my deck techs. But there's something more to Magic that I think a lot of players do forget besides just playing Magic. And it's one of the things that really got me personally into playing Magic as much as I do. Like I wouldn't probably be as invested in this game as I am now if it wasn't for the lore. The lore is super amazing, very interesting. Everything from the Brothers' War to, the New Phyrexian block to, Mirrodin to New Phyrexia. Original Innistrad to the new Innistrad block, all the lore surrounding the game is super amazing, and it really brings you into it. It makes you feel not like you're just a player, but really gets you involved in the game and makes you care about the characters. Not only just care about the characters, but care about the environments they're in, the planes they're on, the people they're interacting with, and every card has kind of like its own little story to tell. So I want to start a new series where I'm going to talk about some of my favorite lore from Magic. So we're going to jump right into it. This lore, I'm not going to go into super in depth. I'm not going to read off a script. I'm basically just going to be talking about a plane, a character, a planeswalker, legendary creature, anything like that. Some cool lore and tidbit about the game, and just kind of, show how exciting things really can be. Someone who, like myself, who grew up reading comic books, watching anime, love superheroes, stuff like that. You get invested in these characters, and Magic definitely did that to me. Brought me in really into the lore, all the way back to when I first started in Kamigawa and started reading the books. I read a bunch of the older books about like Urza Saga and stuff like that, and read about the Brothers' War. And I've noticed not a lot of players know those stories, and I just want to tell some, just kind of show how cool the lore is and everything in this game. So without me rambling on for about 3 minutes on this, I do apologize. We're going to jump right into it. Today I would like to talk about one of my favorite events that not a lot of people know that happened in the Alara block. So in Alara, there was the shards before the conflux where everything collided together. There were the 5 shards. You had Jund, Grixis, Esper, Naya, and Bant. Now, what I want to talk about is the Esper shard real quick. It's one of my favorite color combinations. I really love artifacts. I thought the set was amazing. And the character I want to talk about is specifically Silas, Renn, Seeker Adept. Now, Silas, Renn, Seeker Adept is a creature from the Esper shard. He's the heir to the Renn family, which is one of the highest families in the Esper shard. They were one of the highest ranking families in the Esper shard. And he was also a part of an order called the Seekers of Carmot. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to put the spelling on the screen here. The Seekers of the Carmot were basically people who were searching for Ethereum. Now, if you guys have played the game, you guys have seen cards from Esper, they're usually artifact creatures, and they've always got some really cool like designs and everything like that, which is amazing designs. And those are Ethereum. They basically meld their body with Ethereum to achieve perfection, what they believe is perfection. So, Silas Renn was part of this Seeker of Carmot, who their job was to find this substance called Ethereum. Now, Ethereum was a metal made by a Sphinx who founded the Esper founded Esper and everything, and brought and taught them everything. I don't remember exactly the Sphinx's name. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I'm gonna look it up. I have been doing a lot more research on the block and on them since I started going into this. But I'm not trying to, just give you guys, I'm just trying to tell you guys a little story. So there was also another key character who was kind of couple key characters who were kind of a part of the Seekers of Carmot, 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 Carmot. There we go. Leave this in. I'm not cutting anything. I think my rambling probably keeps you guys interested, I guess. Anyways, so two other interesting characters were involved during this. One being Nico Bolas, and another one being Tezzeret the Seeker. Now, Tezzeret did not like the Seekers of Carmot, because basically the Seekers of the Carmot wanted to give, well, they were just trying to make everything perfection and their version of perfection. And well, Tezzeret, everyone knows Tezzeret. He's not the nicest guy. So basically, Tezzeret and Bolas at this time are kind of fighting over some mines in Esper. And once they both leave, or once Bolas leaves, Tezzeret decides he's going to kill all of the Seekers, all of this order. So he does. He kills every last member except for one, and that one is Silas Renn. Now Tezzeret leaves, and after Silas Renn is still alive, and he's swearing vengeance on Tezzeret. So as part of his vengeance, he starts raising this kind of zombie army, which is kind of cool. It's very flavorful what the card does. He brings back artifacts from the graveyard. So he's raising this zombie army. And as he's raising this zombie army, it's just to kill Tezzeret. Tezzeret comes back to the plane. It doesn't exactly say when in the storyline Tezzeret comes back. But Tezzeret comes back to the plane. And when he does, Silas Renn just sends this zombie army after him. But Tezzeret still somehow wins and just defeats Silas. I feel like there's no happy ending to that story, because it just shows how overly powered planeswalkers are versus non-planeswalkers. But I just thought it was kind of cool to have these two characters who are very similar in style and in play and how they play just be these mortal enemies with each other. I think it's pretty cool. Another cool character from the Alara block is Brea. So Brea is actually the first of the Esper to completely make her own Ethereum. And what she uses is there's a substance in Jund that is made from petrified dragon's blood, and it only petrifies when they die in battle. And after the conflux, after all the shards collided together, and all the different groups are starting to kind of commingle with each other, the Esper, the band, all those. Well, Brea goes to the shard of Jund when she's finally able to, and takes this substance, this petrified dragon's blood, and uses it to make Ethereum. And then that's why Brea looks like the way she does. She was able to completely change her entire body into that substance, and was one of the first people to do that, which I thought was pretty dang cool. Want to know what you guys think? Do you guys want to see more videos like this? Show off a little bit more, tell a little bit more stories behind characters. Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, guys, new videos coming out every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So play more games.